Happy Monday, everybody. Well, a lot can happen in a week. And that's what we saw this last week. From last week's missive till this week, a lot has changed. Escalation, I would say, with Israel attacking Iran. And once they did that, we saw a lot of changes in the financial markets. The stock market came down, price of gold shot up to all-time highs, 3,452, I think. We saw the price of oil shoot up. Greg talked about that in his video. We saw the purchasing power of the dollar fall as compared to other currencies. That's what happens during chaos, economic uncertainty. You see money leaving the stock markets. Historically, you've seen it. And then they go to safe havens. Traditionally, the US dollar was a safe haven. Greg and I have warned that we're not so sure and we're worried about it because of the US debt situation. Well, and we're seeing that play out now. Money's moving into hard assets, the traditional safe havens that they always have been historically. We're seeing that's where the money's flowing. But today I'm not going to talk about that necessarily. I want to talk about principles and strategies. Every once in a while, we'll have a client say, we want to sit on the sidelines and cash only. And then we want you, Walt and Greg, to pick the right time to jump all in. And that is such a difficult request and good for anybody to ask that because, the answer is always no unless you ask. But picking the right time, Greg and I can't do that. We can try and we might get lucky, but we also might get very unlucky and miss a window. Our goal is not to, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, and try to time things. It's like trying to, choose the shortest line in a traffic jam. And, oftentimes the people that are zigzagging around the most end up with the most headaches, often are behind where they could have been if they just picked a good strategy. And that's what I want to encourage is that this last week is a perfect example. You never know when a big event like Israel striking Iran is going to happen. Obviously, Iran didn't see it coming. And so none of us know when that's going to happen, but the impacts can be massive. So what you want to do is pick a strategy that you know is going to be a solid strategy in good times, in bad, whether what you're thinking happens or not, based on the bigger picture. At the beginning of the year, Greg and I called this year, we titled it as the year of conflict. And there wasn't a whole lot. On Friday, we saw a decent conflict. Now, that's still relatively small compared to what it could be. And already we're seeing our investments go up quite a bit just because of that one thing. And so to pick timing is such a impossible goal. You might get lucky, but the better strategy is to pick a route, pick a course, and go with it. And as long as you have rationale to support it, then you can adapt and adjust, but you're not trying to, day trade and time the markets, which, it sounds good. It just doesn't work. So anyway, our clients, you watching and listening, we thank you for trusting us and you are staying the course and we've got strategy that we review with you. And this is exactly why. And so not that we're happy that there is conflict in the world, but we can see it happening. We're kind of sitting on a powder keg right now. And if you see it happening, you should prepare. And that's what we've done with your investments. And with that, they're doing well. And we expect them to continue to do well as planned. All right. With that, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hope you all had a nice Father's Day. You guys take care. Bye-bye.